Welcome to Essential Number 1 on Toxins. I'm Dr. Ben Lerner.
And I'm Dr. Greg Lohman.
You know, toxicity is the most insidious thing in America today. There are so many toxins that are out there that we don't recognize are destroying good health. The most obvious are ones like these: household appliances, blue liquids, your gas and oil, things that, your different sprays that go on your car. But what we don't realize is that these things aren't just stuff that kind of disappears. When it's on surfaces and it's on things that we're touching and using every day, these things enter into our bloodstream and cause trouble.
I know for one thing, my 5-year-old is constantly licking things. He'll lick anything off the floor.
I'm always licking things too, so
bottom line is if you're touching something, whether it's through your tongue or through your fingers or through your skin, it's actually entering in the body through this toxic pathway.
Yeah, and the good thing is there are natural alternatives to these things, as well as other household toxins like your toothpaste, like your underarm deodorants, a lot of things that use harsh chemicals that cause poor health.
You know, the other toxin a lot of people don't realize is in our food chain. 20, 30, 40 years ago, most of the food that was created was living food and was processed out of something that was alive. But nowadays, our foods are actually developed through preservatives and basically chemicals that man are making in a lab.
Do you realize that many of the things that are contained in here under the headings of artificial flavors, artificial preservatives, artificial colorings, that those same chemicals are also found in here? It's amazing to think you would never let your kids eat your stuff from your garage, but yet you are letting them eat it, and you are eating it when you eat and drink these things from the grocery store that are packaged and in containers that actually have these kind of preservatives and chemicals in them. Now, there are two types of toxins even more dangerous than these. Those are biotoxins and neurotoxins. Now, neurotoxins are heavy metals that are found in our foods, but also found most predominantly in things like medications. So aluminum, mercury, things that are found in vaccines and other drugs, those are heavy metal toxins. Another place we find heavy metals is in our water supply or even in our silver fillings. These sort of heavy metals poison the nervous system and cause all sorts of emotional or organ and glandular disturbances that lead to a lot of horrific symptoms and many of the diseases people suffer from today.
You know, the last toxin is the biotoxin. Between the neuro and the bio, if we can work on getting these out of our body, it's amazing how our bodies are going to recover. A lot of people don't know what a biotoxin is. For example, mold. You know, years ago you'd see mold growing in a corner, you wouldn't think twice about it. Nowadays we're finding out that mold is actually causing tremendous amount of sickness and disease, along with other things like Lyme disease. These are all toxins that are getting into the body, and if we don't get them out, we can't be well.
Now, typical medicine, traditional medicine, doesn't know how to investigate and detect neuro and biotoxins. So it's important that you find a maximized living provider that knows how to not only find these things, but get them out of your body and get you back to good health.